Jerry Sykes doesn't feel bad for bringing junk food in Tammy's house. Chris Combs confronted Jerry Sykes a few episodes ago about enabling Tammy Slayton. Now, Tammy has confronted him too. And the entire family has told her he's bad news. The question is, how does Jerry Sykes feel about what he's doing to Tammy and what he's bringing in her house? Does he want to support her weight loss journey? Here's what we know. Speaking to Jerry Sykes by himself, the producers ask if he feels bad about bringing the junk food into Tammy's house. And, being completely honest, Jerry really doesn't feel that bad about it. He explains that Tammy is on a diet and that is fine. But, Jerry Sykes is not on a diet. He doesn't have any weight to lose. In fact, he jests that he could stand to gain a little weight. So, joining Tammy on her diet doesn't make a lot of sense to him. Moreover, Jerry also explains he just really likes junk food. And he loves sweets and sugar. So, he doesn't feel bad about bringing these things around Tammy. Just because he's eating them. That doesn't mean she has to. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like Tammy or Chris had any luck with getting through to Jerry about not enabling Tammy. And helping her reach her goals instead. A few episodes ago, Jerry did admit he'd like to see Tammy lose a couple hundred pounds. Even though he really cared about her. And he thought she was beautiful. It, however, doesn't sound like he is interested in helping her get there. Tammy's relationship might be toxic. Chris and Amy want their sister to be happy. But they worry Jerry Sykes is not right for her. They appreciate that he helps around the house. And that he came for support when Amy went to have baby Gage. But he isn't willing to help with the diet aspect of her life. And that is what is killing her right now. As we previously reported, Tammy Slayton has made a difficult decision about her life recently. And it seems to have included pulling the plug on her toxic relationship with Jerry. She, however, made it clear she isn't interested in discussing the breakup with anyone. The Season 2 finale of 1,000 Pounds. Sisters airs tonight only on TLC. Those with a Discovery Plus subscription have been able to watch the final episode since a little after 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. When it comes to 1,000 Pounds, Sisters drama, few names get fans fired up quite like Jerry Sykes. The former flame of Tammy Slayton has always been a lightning rod for controversy, and now, years after their turbulent relationship imploded, he's making headlines again. In a surprising new interview, Jerry is unapologetic about one of the biggest criticisms he faced, bringing junk food into Tammy's house while she was struggling to lose weight. "I don't feel bad about it," Jerry reportedly said, his tone flat but firm. "She's a grown woman. I didn't force her to eat anything. If she wanted to say no, she could have." Those words have reignited a long brewing debate among 1,000 Pounds. Sisters fans. Was Jerry enabling Tammy's self-destructive habits, or was he simply caught in a situation that spiraled beyond his control? The infamous fries and pizza fights. Longtime viewers of 1,000 Pounds. Sisters will never forget those tense scenes when Tammy's family would scold her for overeating or sneaking junk food. And right in the middle of it was Jerry, holding a bag of takeout or offering snacks with a grin that fans described as dangerous charm. At the time, Tammy was supposed to be on a strict calorie-controlled diet. Her doctors had warned her that her health was in serious jeopardy. Her weight had climbed to over 600 pounds, and her mobility and oxygen levels were declining fast. But despite the urgency, Tammy often found comfort in food, and Jerry was all too willing to supply it. "I wasn't thinking about enabling nobody," Jerry now insists. "I was thinking about spending time with my girlfriend. We'd watch TV, eat something, talk about life. I didn't see it as a big deal. But for fans, it was a huge deal." Many accused him of sabotaging Tammy's progress and even called him a feeder, someone who gained satisfaction from their partner's overeating. "That word really messed me up," Jerry admitted. "I cared about Tammy. I didn't want to hurt her. I just didn't realize how serious it was until I saw the show air. Then I thought, damn, that looks bad." Tammy's side of the story. Since her dramatic weight loss transformation, Tammy has become more reflective about her past. And yes, that includes her relationship with Jerry. In previous interviews, she's described how difficult it was to separate love from dependency. "When you're that big and that lonely, anyone who makes you feel wanted, it's hard to say no," she shared in a confessional during 1,000 Pounds. Sisters. Jerry made me feel seen, but it wasn't good for me. Sources close to Tammy have hinted that watching the episodes later opened her eyes to how much her environment was holding her back. She realized she couldn't get healthy while surrounding herself with people who didn't take her goals seriously, one insider claimed. Jerry wasn't evil, but he wasn't helpful either. Tammy's turning point came after their breakup, when she entered rehab and began working with medical professionals who encouraged her to take full responsibility for her choices. Now, after losing more than 400 pounds and regaining her mobility, she looks back at that time as a painful but necessary lesson. Jerry says he was blamed for everything. Still, Jerry Sykes feels misunderstood. "I got blamed for everything," he said defensively. "People don't know what went on behind the scenes. Tammy wanted those foods, she'd ask for them. I'd say, 'You sure?' And she'd say, 'Yeah, I need it.' What am I supposed to do? Tell her no like I'm her daddy?" His tone, while unapologetic, carries a hint of exhaustion, as if he's tired of being the villain in someone else's story. "I didn't move into her house thinking, I'm gonna make this woman eat herself to death. Come on now. I was trying to be supportive in my own way." But that's exactly where fans draw the line. Supportive? One fan commented on social media after Jerry's remarks went viral. Support is helping your partner make better choices, not bringing pizza when they're on a medical diet. Others, however, offered a more nuanced view. "He's right in one sense," another fan argued. "Tammy had to take accountability too. You can't blame someone for offering food when the other person keeps accepting it." The truth, as with most things in reality TV, probably lies somewhere in the messy middle. A complicated connection. Even though their relationship ended years ago, Tammy and Jerry's story remains one of the most talked about chapters in 1,000 Pounds. Sisters' history. There was undeniable chemistry between them, but also a clear imbalance. One person fighting for her life, and another unable or unwilling to help her fight harder. "Looking back, maybe I could have done things different," Jerry finally admitted. "But I can't change it now. She's doing great, and I'm happy for her. I'm not gonna sit here feeling guilty forever. We all got choices." That admission, part regret, part defiance, sums up Jerry perfectly. He's not a man who sugarcoats things, pun intended. To him, bringing junk food wasn't an act of malice. It was a reflection of the world he knew, where sharing a meal meant love, comfort, and companionship. But for Tammy, it became a symbol of everything she had to overcome.